Okay, good evening, and welcome to the Flight Sim Show. Just going to do a quick sound check. Just still waiting, here we go, just checking. Okay, it's a few seconds behind, but we have sound, which is good. So welcome to the stream. We haven't streamed for a little while, probably about a week now, because we were a little bit frustrated with SU6 when it came out. Obviously, very well documented that a lot of people are having a lot of issues with it at the moment. I'm remaining hopeful that, as with SU5, what will happen is once everything's been reported, which is obviously everyone is reporting it at the moment, it will improve and I'll start doing the updates. So I think the biggest thing for me that I was most frustrated about was the whole thing with the bindings for the HOTUS. So if you've got a HOTUS, I think that was the most frustrating thing for me. But it is what it is. It will improve, I'm sure. So first thing we'll do it from cold and dark, and we'll do the usual setting up. So I haven't flown the glider in about a week. This is the GotFriends AS33Me Self Launching. I've been watching a few videos on YouTube of this actually. It's a really cool glider in real life, that is. So we're going to go and have a go. We'll get the pitot masked off as well. Oh, one button. And we'll get the intake off. So intake it should more, I think it's an exhaust really, to dissipate the heat. Although it does say intake, doesn't it? Let's get it when it comes down. Oh god, it's fiddly. There we go. It's off. Okay, do the usual stuff, very quickly run around. Just check the left, check the right. There we go. Elevator on. And again, this is exactly what you'd be doing in real life. You'd be checking all of the control surfaces. Unfortunately, it just takes a little bit of time when you're doing the walk around through here. Checking the tyre. Checking the flaperons, or the flaps, sorry. Flaps fine. Speed brake, you check. Check inside that gap as well. That's all clear. Ailerons. Obviously, you wouldn't really move them up and down when it's on the floor, because you'd smash up the trailing edge. Quick check of the canopy, check the glass. We've already checked the wheel down the back. We'll check this one here. Everything's fine. Check these speed brakes, air brakes. And again, last check of the flaps and the ailerons here. Now that's the aircraft check completed. Okay, we'll look at the ballast as well. Now the ballast, we should have about 70% of water, I think. Let's have a look. So let's get in the aircraft first, because then it's not that one, it's performance. Yep, 71%. That's cool. So we'll get back out again. Now one of the things that I dislike about this was that you'd need to open up this window to get in, but that's... And I'll have a look here. Okay, so we've done the ballast controls now. So what I'd do is, let's get the HOTUS. Full and free checks there, and the rudder. There we go. And you'd also obviously visually inspect them there as well. Make sure that we're happy. Now I'm going to tug this one out. So I've got when you buy this aircraft on the sim, you get a free aircraft that comes with it. So we'll use that to get us out. Get us up to a couple of thousand feet. Just checking there as well. Okay, cool. And we'll check the speed brakes as well. There we go. Halfway. fully in and locked. Bring them back out again. Cool, happy. I'm going to keep them there a minute because it is quite blustery here at the moment. It's 21 knots, so it is quite windy. Okay, dollies have been removed, and the environment at the moment, we've got 21 knot winds coming from the north. Should be okay. The weather, it is slightly cloudy, slightly windy, as you can see there, hoping that we might get a little bit of lift. The intention for this flight is I was walking down this coast. It was a little bit further down on Sunday. I was down here, and there was a large amount of birds, quite large birds, soaring off the coast. So basically, you get ridge lift. The wind comes in from the northwest, smacks into the cliff. It's got to go somewhere, so it goes up and creates that lift for us. So that is my intention here: is to launch out of here, turn left, and then come down and just see what I can get along this coast. I do have Tempest there to land if I get in trouble. However, it's quite a short grass runway. But then I've got Houston or Coldrose down the bottom here, or I've got Land's End down here. However, probably the best bet to go, and one that I'll probably go for, is Truro, which is a grass runway that I always used to fly from. So before, sorry, let's finish with the inspections, what we were doing. That's fine, we'll get back in. Okay, so going to leave the flaps at 0 for a moment. That's the other thing with this update. It keeps throwing you outside after a little while. So check the speed brakes, check full and free for the trim. There it is, and up. Get it back to neutral. There we go, that'll do. Cool. Okay, we've got ballast, got the mic, checking all this, checking the straps are fine. Rudder we've already checked, we'll check that again, check the controls. So at the moment, why isn't that moving? Let's come back here. Why aren't my controls working? Why aren't they working? None of the buttons are binding now, brilliant. So I'm going to have to quickly set the controls up as well. So they were working a minute ago, so I'm not quite sure why they're not working now. We'll set them up in a second, just before we depart. Okay, so we'll get the canopy down. There we go. We're going to check all our gauges. God, I'm having issues with this camera at the moment. Variometers, bug wipes, cabin air, airspeed indicator looks fine. Radios and transponder look fine. We've got a flight plan in there, we're not going to use it. Currently at 320 feet. Let's quickly see what the weather's doing here. Okay. We'll just get the weather from here then. So currently at 1014. Okay, perfect. That's that. There we go. It should be 1014 around about. It's not got it in there, is it? I'll do. Okay, I'm not quite sure why that's just stopped working, but we'll sort that out. Okay, navigation lights on, or any cold lights, I say, sorry. And have a look at the flams. Our flams on there. Perfect. So we are just about ready to go. We'll taxi to the runway using our motor, and then we will get out using an aerotow. Right, let's very quickly. This is going to be the boring bit, I'm afraid, because the sim has just upset all of my controls. So I'm just going to very quickly bind them all again and set what I want. It won't take long. It's just frustrating that Sim Update 6 just done that and done it again, which is frustrating. So let me just very quickly sort this out. I suppose if you've not done this already, you're now learning how to do it. So primary control surfaces. Yeah, it's digital. Hang on, let's have a look. There we go. It switched my profile. So rudder axes. Oh, what's it doing? Again, this is the update that keeps doing that. So let me just check, see if I've got that. Look, why is it doing that? Right, that was me. But let's go back. Sim Update 6, brilliant, y'all. Right, flight control surfaces. Let's make sure that I've got the right configuration here. flight control surfaces, primary control surfaces. For the HOTUS is there. It's not HOTUS 4, got HOTUS 5. Rudder axis is that. Rudder axis left, rudder axis right, so that's not the right one. Trigger, trigger. Okay, let's try this. Let's hope this is right. So it'll come out. Let's see if that's reset it. Hopefully it has. Engine, check the engine. No, it's not got the engine. Let's just check the rudder pedals. Rudder pedals working, rudder pedals working. Check the flaps. Flaps are working. Check the speed brake. Landing gear. Ah, okay, so it's not done the... Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, so it's messed that up as well. Okay. Let's just go through and set the controls. If you've not seen this before, I'll quickly sort the controls out for the glider for the HOTUS. So if you fly gliders and you're on the HOTUS, it's probably worth looking at as well. Back. Lateral surfaces. So let's go for new gliders. T-flight HOTUS. Right, let's go on the profile one, and I'm going to rename it for main. Main. I think everyone's probably having issues with this as well. It seems to be very laggy at the moment. Main. There we go. So main. Right, here we go. Okay, control trim and surfaces. So elevator trim nose down is that. There we go, yeah, so it's reset all the thrust master again. Elevator, so trim up is that. Ah, for God's sake, there you go, it's gone back out again. Controls. This is frustrating. Flight control surfaces. Control trim and surfaces, right, I'm happy with that. Rudder trim left. Don't trim the rudder in here. We'll get rid of those. Get rid. Oh. Sorry, this is the sim that just keeps sending me back here. Let's go down here. Don't need any of these. Get rid of that. Cool. Secondary control surfaces. Right, flaps. Spoiler axes. We don't want a spoiler axes. Decrease flaps and increase flaps. So let's do that properly. And we'll do the spoilers. So increase flaps is that one. Oh, for God's sake. It's just changing everything for me. Let's see. It's very hard for me to do anything because this thing is just frustrating. Increase flaps. Right, let's try that again. L2. Decrease flaps is that one. Increment spoilers is that one. Decrement spoilers is that one. And then we need get rid of that one. Primary controls, axes, so hopefully these are the right ones. So rudder axes, get rid of that. Get rid of that. If it will let me, get rid of that. Rudder axes is the twist. There we go. Rudder axes left. Let's do left trigger, other axes, right trigger. That's not right, get rid of that. Okay, aileron's axis is not twist. It's not twist, that's the potentiometer now, braking. Ailerons is that. Elevator is that. Cool, so that's working. Gyroscope control, cool, ideal. Right, so that's the control setup. I need to get landing gear and we need to get instruments and systems. This is the other one to do. So tow plane, if you haven't done this, this is a good one to get on. Winch release is use that as the top button. There we go. We need to get brakes. So parking brake I've got as that. And then brakes is that. Okay, nearly there. Now I've just got the camera to do and we're done. And we can go flying. So cockpit camera. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Okay, cockpit look down is that. Cockpit look left is that. Cockpit look right is that. Cockpit look up is that. Okay, and we're nearly there. External camera, we'll get rid of the drone camera, guarantee that's got settings probably. No, that's not got settings, nearly there. Okay. It's that one. It's that one. It's that one. And look up is that one. Actually look up, let's go up and look down. Let's go down, quick make sure we've got that set for the top ones as well. Quite a boring life at the moment, I'm afraid, sorry. Unfortunately the SU6 has again done that, there we go. Okay, unless that's my, because you can see it's showing that I've got readings into it, which I haven't. Camera, cockpit camera, let's make sure this is right. Look down is that one, look up is that one. Okay, toggle camera mode now. Where is it? And then is that one there? Cool. Right, so I need to do, I've done brakes, I need to do gear now, and then we're done. Just landing gear to do now, then we can depart, controls, landing gear, toggle. There we go, perfect. Okay, let's quickly go and test that, make sure we've got it right. So, release the handle, it should be that one there. There we go. Throttle, is that working? Do we set throttle up? No, so let me quickly set the throttle up. Settings, controls. God, 20 minutes I think I've been on this trying to sort this out. Last one is control surfaces. No, it's engines, isn't it? Power management, throttle, Front axis is that. Perfect. Okay, right. Quick control check. Left, right, up, down, out, in. Perfect. Flaps, yeah. Landing gear, fine. That's the flam going off. Landing gear, yeah. And we're going to have to fill up that water again. Make sure they're closed. Get some ballast on board. Goes to 71%. Aircraft ballast. We want 71%. There we are. There we go. Cool. So good centre of gravity as well, which is fine. In our seats, 176 pounds. Cargo is just the engine prop. Perfect. Okay. So that's that done. Okay, so we've just checked our controls. We've got our ballast sorted, straps secured, instruments have been checked. We're currently on 1015. Flaps, let's set those. If it'll let me. There we go. Flaps are set. Trim is set for takeoff. Brakes are currently off. Eventualities, okay, in the event of a cable snap where we can, we'll land straight ahead. Speed brakes on nose down attitude, or nose down attitude first. Speed brakes land straight ahead. If we're up above, we've got a fill to the right. If we can turn around to the right, we will turn around to the right. If not, we'll turn around to the left. And if not, we'll just plough into the sea. And the canopy closed and locked. Right, let's get the engine out. You have a look at that. There we go. And we're going to head around to the right, I think, if we can, if it will let me. And we'll start the engine. There we go. Why is it gone full max chat? That's not what I wanted to do. Brakes on. Give it a second. Why is that not? What is going on here? So hang on. It's inverted my axes, that's why. It's inverted my control axes, so give me a second. Why has it done that? If anyone's watching having these issues as well, let me know. Why is it inverted the throttle axes? Throttle. There we go, look. So that should be the other way. Why is it inverted them? Why has it inverted them? I don't even know how to turn that off. Reset, 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 reset. I don't even know how to... Oh, I know, hang on. Let's have a look. Why is it? I don't understand why it's done that. Power management. Throttle. Settings. Invert axis. I don't know why it set that up, but it did. So let's have another look now. There we go, it's working better now. Right, cool. Let's actually go and have a go at flying then, shall we? So we'll take a turn to the right. A bit awkward here when we're on uneven terrain. I'm trying to keep that back as well. There we go. There we go. Uneven terrain here. We're going to get a bump. Okay, currently got an aircraft to our left apparently. Okay, let's get some power on. There's the runway. We'll call for the tug in a second. So we'll do, and we'll get down here. If it will turn for us, which hopefully it will. Gonna have a turning circle of the bus, I reckon. Let's try and get it around. Should be able to get it around. Here we go. Bit more. Very hard to turn a glider on a sixpence. Okay, here we go. So we'll set this now for a winch tow. We've done the pre-takeoffs. So we will stack the engine away. There we go. And then we'll call for a launch. There we go. So it looks like it's going to be a cable launch as well, which is a shame. Oh no, we have got an aero tow. There we go. So we'll get it set up. Make sure we're happy. Okay, so we've got the flaps. Everything's done. Speed brake's in. Flaps are up. Okay, and all we do now, we give it a little wiggle. And there we go. Wave off. It's taking up the slack. Got a little bit of wind coming from the right, so I'll yaw for that straight away. I'm going to have to turn to the left a little bit to get the centre line of the runway. There we go, that's up. Perfect, there we go. We'll follow the tug up. Okay, undercarriage coming up. He's alright there. Okay, here we go. It's a bit jittery. There you go, nice and trimmed now. Expecting the tug to turn left in just a moment. And what we'll do is we'll pull the cable handle, pull it twice to ensure that it's released. Watch it release and we'll move to the left. Everything will settle down a little bit then as well. Expecting another 400 feet until he tells us to go. Expecting to be around 2,500. 2,500, 3,000. Okay. There we go. Nice and around, matching his wings. And then he'll give us a shake off from it. Look at this, beautiful scenery here. He's going to wave us off as we get around. It's very bitty. That'll do. That'll do. I've just seen the cable drop. And here we go. So we're going to head down towards the southwest. Over Cornwall. We've got the Flam at the moment, which is fine. Glide speed in this is 75 knots. So we'll trim for 75. And we'll head over here. A little bit of lift here. There we go, 77 knots. Get a little bit of sink now. But we're just going to head down to the southwest here along the Cornish coast. If we do spot a thermal, we'll get under it. Hopefully we've got a few clouds here that might be producing something. There you go. Just coming over. So Perranporth, we've got Nuki here. Sorry, that's Perranporth. I've just departed from there. And then we've got St Agnes up here, as you can see there. A little bit of lift here. So let's see what we can get. Not a lot. Let's have a look. No, got nothing. Get back out of it. May have to use the motor in a bit. Just trying to get over these cliffs. Trim again for 75 knots. There we are. Got Portreif down there. That's where I'm from. Okay, we'll head around the cliff here. Because that's the one where I want to go down. I want to go down past Portreif. We probably will have to put on our motor in a minute. Let's turn all those off actually, we don't need those on. There we go. A little bit of lift here, not a lot. Nothing really. I was hoping there'd be a little bit more than this. Probably need to go a bit lower. Don't want to get too low though. As we head down towards the southwest. So we're going to try and get, ideally, I want to get in down here. Might take a little while, 70 knots, but that's where I'm hoping to get to. And that's where I was walking around. I went walking there on Sunday, and there were a lot of birds soaring. So I'm hoping that we replicate that today, where you got a lot of wind hitting the cliffs, because we've currently got 21 knots. Now I don't want to turn on the thermal visualizer. If I get to the left a little bit, might be able to get it. That's Porth Town Airfield there. Sorry, the old disused RAF Portreif, that one. Oh, we've got a little bit here. Let's get back into it. No, lost it. Lost it. Okay, head back down towards Portreif. Got Stivian's Lake down the side there on the left. On the great outside there, I've usually had a couple of good thermals there in reality. It's probably not being depicted very well today. I'm going to try and get over this cliff here. Nothing here. Nothing at the moment. I was expecting a little bit of lift along here, but I'm getting nothing. Yeah, I'm trying not to. I'm trying to. I'm trying to use the clouds, but nothing's helping. I'm trying not. I don't really want to turn on the visualizers. I'm trying to just wing it. I'll tell you what we can do. Yeah, not having much luck. So basically, the reason why I'm doing this today is I was walking down. I walked from literally where we are now down to this point here on Sunday, and there are a lot of birds in this field here, and they were literally just soaring all the way down here and back. And then down here there was a paramotor. I was just hoping I'd have the same sort of luck as they were having today, but I'm not. I've only lost 100 foot since departure, so I'm getting a little bit here and there, but it's not all that successful. So we've got Camborne here. So this is Cornwall. If I show you on the map, I'll show you exactly where we are. Just down here. Yeah, it's a beautiful place. I live in the village just aft down here. So yeah, I've just thought, you know what, come out and try and do something I saw on. There we go, got something there. Let's try and get back into that. No, lost it. Let's get back. Get that off. This is PlayStation 5, this one. We're just trying to deal with the sim update that we've just had. It's messed things up for quite a lot of people, including me. It's just taken me 20 minutes to set my controls back up. Alright, come on. Oh, I've lost it. It was about here. Nah, it's gone. But we've made it here quite quickly. Okay, 75 for best glide again, so we'll trim for that. There we are. I wonder if we can land this on the beach. So this here is Godreevy, this area here, and that there is Godreevy Lighthouse, but it's not depicted very well on here at all. You can toggle legacy mode now, so you don't have to deal with those horrible blue indications. Can you? I'll have to do that then in a second. I didn't know how to turn those off because they are frustrating. So what I'll do is I'll quickly write a note of that legacy mode. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, I've still I've been using this sim since November, but I've never flown on 20 or 24 before. I was always on Flight Simulator X. I'm guessing, do you also fly on this, I'm guessing? There we go. It came with update 6. Ah, okay. Ideal. Yeah, I've not... This is the first time I've been on since update 6, because I had a bit of a hissy fit. I didn't like the fact that I used the HOTUS and it got rid of it all. Right, I'm getting nothing around here. So that's Godreevy Lighthouse down there off my nose. Okay, let's have a little turn around here. There's Godreevy there. So that beach, not depicted very well, but it's one of the longest ones in Cornwall. That's called Gwythian and Hale Towens. And then we've got an airport, not an airport, sorry, an airfield just in here called Tempest. I'm not going to try landing there because I will probably die, because it is very, very steep. I'll tell you what we'll do though, is we'll see if we've got enough to get into Coldrose, which is where I work. So Coldrose is there. Let's have a quick look at the weather and see what the active runway is. I can imagine it's one of the north facing ones. Oh, let's have a look. EGDR, runways, runway 2429. Let's contact them. See if we can get in.
Coldros approach. Alexander Schleicher, Delta Kilo Foxtrot Sierra Foxtrot. Is type Alexander Schleicher AS33Me. 2 miles south of Echo Golf, 7 November Whiskey, 2300. Request flight following.
Might be able to get there.
Alexander Schleicher, Delta Kilo Foxtrot Sierra Foxtrot. Coldros approach. Squawk 2704.
We'll just say yes. Instead of putting it in ourselves.
Squawk 2704.
Make sure it changes.
Alexander Schleicher Foxtrot Sierra Foxtrot.
There we go. Cool.
Alexander Schleicher Foxtrot Sierra Foxtrot. Radar contact 3 miles northeast of Echo Golf Romeo Juliet. 2200. QNH 101
there we go. Cool. Ideal.
Roger. Alexander Schleicher.
I don't know if we're going to get there without the engine.
Foxtrot. Coldros Tower, Alexander Schleicher Delta Kilo Foxtrot Sierra Foxtrot, 8 miles.
Might need to climb a little bit, so we'll get that engine out.
Alexander Schleicher Delta Kilo Foxtrot Sierra Foxtrot, Coldros Tower, QNH
it's coming out now. There it is.
left downwind runway 29.
Okay, that's engaged. Now if we have a look behind us, there it is. Let's just quickly acknowledge that. Left downwind runway 29, right on.
Make left downwind runway 29er. Alexander.
What I'll do is I'll get some height now. We'll go up to 3.5, that should be plenty enough for us. With the intention of coming back on. That's Penzance down there. And then coming up on this side, you've got Porthleven and Low Bar. If I can get another 1,000 feet, would be ideal. And 290, we're pretty much on ahead for it now. You can see, if I might be able to show you. My move right isn't working for some reason. Coldros is just in here. You've got Low Bar, which is just here, which means Coldros is just here. So I've probably got enough altitude now to get there. Especially at 75 knots. Okay. Unfortunately as well, this glider isn't approved for aerobatics, so I can't even do a couple of loops whilst we're on our way. Okay, 3,500, that's enough. Just bring the engine back. That's plenty, and we'll stow it now. There we go. Okay, so there's Coldros just here. How long you drive to work? Sorry, I'm just going to... No, so my drive to work takes me, if I'm on my motorbike, takes me about 15 minutes. My car's about half hour. So this is where I work, just here. This is where I'm my land. Cool. So that's runway 29 there. So we are massively high. So we'll get rid of some of this altitude as well. So what better way than to stall our way down? So Height, have I got enough? Yeah, 3,500. Airframe is approved for this. Straps, security of attachments is fine. Engine is away. Location, I think we're outside of the built-up area, which we are. And look out. Have a look left. Have a look right. Alright, let's have a go. Okay, where's Cold Rose? Okay, last time I done this, we crashed it. So we come up. Oh, get my trim down first. That'll do. Okay, normal flying attitude. We know that. So it didn't exceed VNE, that's good. And we've just got down 500 feet. Perfect. Let's do it again. And get it there. Oh, let's get some speed up. And bring it back. No, God, it doesn't like that rapid movement. Wing over. That'll do. Right, that's enough playing around now. Okay, let's get downwind. There's our runway. We'll get some air brakes in straight away. There we are. Okay. Water. Let's get rid of the ballast. Undercarriage. Just give it a second. Let's get it below 80 knots. Undercarriage coming down. There we go. Got flam there. Okay, speed brakes going back in. Okay, 1,500 feet, way too high. Okay, a couple of notches of flaps. There's the runway. We're going to land on the grass next to the runway.
Alexander Schleicher Foxtrot Sierra Foxtrot. Wind 342 at 21. Cleared to land runway 29er. Cleared to land runway 29er.
Tanks are emptied.
Schleicher Foxtrot Sierra Foxtrot.
Let's do the 45. We can get down from here. Okay, 55 knots is my approach speed. Plus 10 knots for the wind. Let's go 65. Let's get that nose down a little bit. Trim for 65. There we are. There's the runway. I'm going to land on the grass to the side of the runway. Lock those flaps. Sorry, lock those spoilers for a minute. There you go. Landing flaps in. There we go. Let's get our approach speed sorted. There we are. Let's get that speed. Need 55. There we go. Okay, 65. Give me 65 now. Okay. Okay, full air brakes. round out. Straighten up. Keep it level.
Alexander
Keep it level.
Schleicher,
There
Foxtrot,
we
Sierra,
go. That's good.
Foxtrot. Contact ground on
There we are.
122.1.
Now we're down. The brake's back in. And let's request a launch. Tell it we fill up our water tanks first.
Alexander Schleicher, Foxtrot,
Alright,
Sierra, Foxtrot. Please acknowledge.
There you go. Tell it we can actually
122.1 for Alexander Schleicher,
do a manual
Foxtrot,
takeoff here.
Sierra,
We'll use our
Foxtrot.
engine. Let's get some water back in our tank. So there we are. Oh, still got the switches off, haven't we? Put it in, then emptied it straight back out again. There we go. Let's try that again, shall we? Okay, let's set everything up. Trim to neutral. Okay, controls. Controls. 3. Rudder. Ballast, we've just set that up. Straps are secure. Instruments are set. Flaps are set at when it wants to do it. 25. Trim is set. Brakes are currently off. Undercarriage. So eventualities, yeah, fine. Canopy. It's closed. Right, let's get the engine out. It is out. Or coming out, shall I say. There we go. Start that engine and let's go. Okay, expecting the wing to come over now as soon as I move onto here. So that wind's got a crosswind element from the left. Okay, as we happy here. There we go. And let's boot it up. There we go. And we're up. Let's get some speed. And the carriage is up. We're fine. We can climb.
Alexander Schleicher, Foxtrot, Sierra, Foxtrot.
Whoops.
You were not cleared to take off.
I forgot to call you, sorry. And we'll head back over here. Forgot to let her know. That'll do. We'll get to 1,000 feet. We'll just do some circuits, I think. And I might switch to the Cessna in a bit, see if my mate's flying. Okay, here we go. Let's bring the engine down. Yeah, perfect. So let's trim for this. There you go. Okay, without putting the engine in, I don't think I'm going to make that. Okay, water, I'm just going to leave the water in, I think. Probably shouldn't, actually, no, let's ditch it. I don't even know why I put it in, to be fair. Water. And the carriage. These articles. Flaps coming in a second. I'll do 45. Probably going to end up coming in quite shallow for this. Although the PAPI lights are showing we're too high. Definitely haven't got the picture that I want at the moment. There we go. Right, we'll land on the runway this time. Okay, that's the tank's empty. There we go. Let's come around. Happy with this. Wait till we get to around 300 feet. Bang in the speed brakes. Okay, first notch flaps. Second notch. There we go. Okay, I'm happy I'm making this. Let's trim. And speed brakes. Bit of an updraft then. Oh, let's bring those speed brakes back. Okay, got the markers. Leave the engine out. Perfect. Right, let's sort that out again. I'll get up again. Just gonna leave the water out this time, I think. Controls, undercarriage straps, instruments, flaps, trim. Let's get that trim sorted. Brakes, quick check of the brakes. I need to reassign those. Yeah, happy. Happy. Okay, brakes, eventualities exactly the same as before. And canopy closed and locked. Perfect. Right, let's go. Engine on. Okay, that wind from the left, so I'm yawing into the left. Full power on that. There we go. Oh, bit of a twist there. Let's get away from that wind. There we go. Undercarriage. And we'll climb. Might do a winch launch in a minute. We'll try that, shall we? And simulated engine failure. Here we go. Not making the airfield. Where can we go? Let's go there. See if we can do it. Oh, it's a bit downhill. It's a bit downhill. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. Engine power back on. No, I don't want to die there. No, that was rubbish. That's a good thing that went real. Get that undercarriage down. Okay, here we go. Have another go. Now, what is it that my flam's seeing? I don't know. Now, the good thing about this aircraft here is if you've got a friend that's got the, I think it's, I can't remember what it's called now. There's a plane, basically they can act as a tug pilot and pull you up. Okay. There we are. It's good, about 1,500 meters away from the runway. Okay, water's empty. Undercarriage is down. Loose articles are secured. And flaps, we're fine, we're still set at 25. We'll keep them at 25. Approach speed is going to be 60 knots here. So we'll turn for that. We'll turn for that. There we go. There's a diagonal. Quite high, but we're fine. We'll come down in a minute. There we go. Okay, let's get that engine in. Now we'll land properly this time. Okay, trim for 64. Yeah, that picture's looking good. A little bit of speed brakes. Watch how that runway comes up the canopy. Okay, speed brakes in. Land on the grass this time. Avoid the lights. Oh, bit of a balloon. Let it settle, let it settle, let it settle, let it settle. Wrong button, so just click the brakes. That's fine, there you go. And we're down. I've never seen anyone go gliding before in a suit and tie. That's it. So one thing I will do is I will do one last launch. I haven't tried the winch launch yet from the car, the motor tow. Let's see if we can do it. So let's go from EGDR. Doesn't want to do it. So I've not tried this before. Let's see if we can get a car to take us. Now with the GotFriends glider, you get a couple of options here. You get the launch. So if you click onto launch method here, you can select what you want to do. So at the moment the wheel goes to the plane that comes with it, but if you go on to winch launch, you've got winches here, but you've also got down here, you got the GotFriends wagon. There it is. It's the truck, winch truck. Okay, so it's not an actual winch. I thought they've got a motor that goes down it. It's supposed to speed down the runway. Where is it? We can use the truck anyway. Cybertruck, there we go. Let's use a Cybertruck to get us down there, shall we? So, winch using a Cybertruck. And then I think what I might do is call it for the evening, and then tomorrow I think we've got a 737 flight. Oh, excuse me. A frustrating, it was a bit of a frustrating start today with the, there's the Cybertruck there. Oh, my dog's just got back. Okay, down you get. Right, let's have a go. So the truck's down the end. So we'll get ready to go. So again, we'll do all the usual stuff. Control check. Yeah. Oh no, because I've just shaken the rudder, he's going to go. Damn it. That's the problem with doing control check. So, there we go, we're up. Okay, this is fine. Absolutely fine.
Schleicher, Foxtrot, Sierra Foxtrot. ATC services terminated. Good day.
Keep those wings nice and level. Should be leveling out in just a second. And then if I pause it and have a look below us, if you have a look, you'll see there's our cable, and you'll see our Cybertruck right at the end, but so we're a little bit away from the runway, but that's fine. 2 pulls, and we'll get away. Where's that Cybertruck gone? Can't see it. And we'll come down here. Can we see him? He's down at the end still. There he is, he's down at the end, look. Let's have a little run along the runway, shall we? Okay, I do. Get rid of some of this height. So a bit of a slip. Oh, didn't like that. I forgot that I've got my rudder. There's no little movements in this rudder. It's either full on left or full on right, so I probably won't slip. Unfortunately, the twist grip in a HOTUS isn't that great. Speed brake on, isn't it? There's the Cybertruck. There it is. Okay, water, undercarriage, loose articles, flaps coming in just a second. Currently got 6 degrees on at the moment. I'm going to turn in very shortly. That'll do. And that's us. We're down and we didn't die. Perfect. Okay, that is the little joyride done for this evening. Nice little glider flight, I think. We've just spent an hour and a bit on it. So if you are still watching, thank you very much. Do appreciate it. Just a fun session tonight. If you are interested in this glider and the Wilga, it is currently £22, I think, on the store. Made by GotFriends. Really, really good. Really fun. Quite realistic. I've never flown an AS33 before, having only spent most of my time in not Cirruses. What are they called? Discus and what was the other one? A Poochaz. But I can imagine that for things I've seen on YouTube, these are really good little gliders. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Enjoy your evening and take care. Thank you very much.